Hello, and welcome to episode 49 of Movies and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Marcus.
And this is the review show that reviews genre movies from the beginning sometimes. Are you done?
Yeah, I know what we're talking about. I'm great.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you get it all out of your system. Today, we are still in 2006 as we review the animated movie Superman Brainiac Attacks. It is an hour and 16 minutes, which is nice.
That really is like a blessing.
It was directed by Kurt Geda, screenplay by Dwayne Capizzi, story by Christopher Simmons and Dwayne Capizzi, produced by Margaret Abdeem, and it stars Tim Daly, Lance Hendrickson, Powers Booth, Dana Delaney, George Zunza?
George Zunza. Yeah, that's a cool name.
Yeah, George Zunza. David Kaufman, Mike Farrell, Shelley Fabars.
This George guy has been in a lot of good movies. Basic Instinct, Crimson Tide, The Deer Hunter, Dangerous Minds. Like, holy shit, George.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. That's fantastic. That's a repertoire of movies right there.
And Tara Strong.
Some Germany.
So, first thing I want to get out of the way right in the beginning. This movie has the aesthetics of the Superman animated series. It is not canon to the animated series.
Oh, really?
No.
I mean, I kind of got that vibe with some of the characters, so it makes sense, I guess.
They got most of the original voice cast from the animated series, though. Tim Daly as Superman and stuff like that.
Any noticeable characters or actors didn't revive the roles?
Yes. Originally, Corey Burton was Brainiac, but they got Lance Henriksen, and I don't know if they did that because they just wanted a name.
They probably wanted a name, yeah. Because the name, like, that voice sounded so recognizable, I had it, like, who is this? And like, oh, it's a guy from Aliens and other shit.
Clancy Brown is the voice of Lex Luthor in the show, but it's Powers Booth in this.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
And Lisa Edelstein usually plays Mercy Graves, which is Lex Luthor's assistant.
Yeah.
But Tara Strong is Mercy in this one.
Okay.
So, but there wasn't really much behind the scenes stuff. The things I want to talk about that, like the voice casts, we'll talk about when they come up in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much to the wiki in this one.
No. There is no box office.
Because it's a direct animated film.
Yeah, so I am going to say some box office numbers anyways, because I want to kill some time, TJ. So number 70 was Jackass number 2.
Oh my god, no one cares.
It made $86 million. Not bad. We're dropping up to a random number. Let's go to episode 50, or number 59. You know what that was, TJ?
I don't care.
Silent Hill made $100 million.
That was a terrible movie.
I haven't seen it. I know it's based off the video games, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, sticking with the horror theme at number 48, Final Destination 3.
Yeah, that's a terrible series.
It's an enjoyable series. I think you turn your brain off with the concept like death is trying to kill people elaborately. Like, okay.
If you have to turn your brain off, it's a terrible movie.
Not really. Oh my god! Wow. Number 41, V for Vendetta, only made $132 million worldwide. Number 32, The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
No, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
That series is terrible.
That movie was so good. No, it was so cheesy. I like that series.
Yeah, I know. You like bad things, though.
I didn't like that series until I saw The Rock was in it. Like, okay, let me start watching these movies again. His movies are good. The rest of them are not that. At number 27, Saw 3.
It's another stupid series.
Yeah, but number 26 is Blood Diamond. It's supposed to be a good movie.
What is it?
Blood Diamond.
I don't even know what that is.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Black actor. I can't think of his name. It's a foreign name. I cannot say. I don't want to butcher it. He's
I don't know what you're talking about.
At number 17, an Adam Sandler movie, Click, made $240 million. That made $240 million, TJ.
Well, it's got Adam Sandler attached to it.
That is insane. The Departed made number 14 at $291 million. I want to see who broke a $300 million. At $307 million was The Pursuit of Happiness, starring Will Smith and his son. That was a dumb movie. And that's all I'm going to talk about until next week.
Okay.
I'm glad you didn't stop me.
I wanted to get it all out of the way.
Thank you. Oh my God, Beer Fest came out that year. $20 million. Placing it at 182. That's a good movie. Go watch it, guys. Okay, that's it.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, waiting on you.
So we open with Bugs Bunny as normal in these animated movies. And we truly open.
In space.
Just steal my thunder, why don't you? I went straight to the movie. I forgot I had trailers.
Oh, we'll talk about the trailers then.
So, I watched the Blu-ray version. I don't know where you watched this.
HBO Max.
Is it really on HBO Max? This shitty movie?
They have all the superhero. They have all the Superman movies.
All the animated movies?
Yes, they have. It's pretty much Warner Brothers is in partnership with them, so they have pretty much all Warner Brothers. I'm not saying they do have all of them, but majority of their stuff on here.
I thought Warner Brothers was under the same umbrella as HBO.
That's why they probably have it.
Whatever. We got a trailer for the Green Lantern animated series.
It was an animated series?
Yes, apparently.
Didn't know that. Was it good?
I don't know. I just saw the trailer.
Was the trailer good?
It didn't look good.
No, that's upsetting.
We also got a trailer for Young Justice.
Oh, that's not a bad show.
No, it's decent. And a trailer for Batman, the Brave and the Bold.
The Brave and the Bold.
We just watched the movie on that a couple weeks ago.
Did we?
Yeah, Batman versus Dracula.
Is it the same thing?
It's the movie based on that series.
No way. Yeah, okay.
We talked about it on that. Do you not remember things we talk about?
If I didn't care for them that much, no.
I also got a trailer for Lego Batman.
Good movie.
I also got a trailer for the 90th anniversary of Warner Brothers.
So, like, it's depicting, like, the highlights for the past 90 years, or?
No, they released, like, a 90th anniversary 50, like, Blu-ray and 100 movie Blu-ray or DVD box set.
Oh, my God. How much did that cost? That sounds amazing.
It didn't say.
Probably a ludicrous amount of money.
It had everything from, like, the black and white era to Harry Potter, like all the greatest hits from Warner Brothers. Essentially,
that's so crazy to me. Like, just you saying that. Well, this came out 2006.
Yeah,
like 16 years ago. Blu-rays and DVDs were such a big deal. There's a 50 box set,
50 movie box set. Yeah, it was a 50 and 100 movie.
God, you know how much money that would have cost? Nowadays, you can stream that for free to damn near $10 for a month. That's dumb. That's really crazy.
I think the Wizard of Oz was in there too, so I guess they were under the Warner Brother umbrella.
Wow. This is all. I'm going to continue.
I also got a commercial, really.
For what?
For We Can Be Heroes, the Food Foundation.
Wizard of Oz is on the streaming service I'm on right now.
It is or isn't?
It is.
Well, it must be. It must be under Time Warner then, yeah.
God, it's just so crazy to me. Like so much time has changed. I'm sorry, continue. So commercial for what?
The We Can Be Heroes Food Foundation, I think.
Is that for a charity?
Yeah. So
nice. For kids, I guess, probably.
It said be like the Justice League and give to it had a map of Africa, so I'm assuming starving kids in Africa. It wasn't very clear what they were given to.
That's racist.
It just had a map of Africa, and then had a bunch of people talking about, when was the last time you were needed, and stuff like that. So
it's a good cause.
It was just weird to have it in this animated movie.
Yeah, it caught you off guard.
Yeah. And then we got our obligatory Scooby-Doo trailer.
Yeah, which one?
This one's The Mask of the Blue Falcon. You have no idea who the Blue Falcon is, do you?
No, who the would know that?
The Blue Falcon is the Scooby-Doo superhero. All I know is that he's dressed like he's got like a Batman outfit, but it's blue and it's a falcon.
Yeah.
And he's got a dog sidekick.
Uh-huh.
And I know him mostly from Wacky Races.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, I guess he's a Scooby-Doo superhero. He's a superhero in Scooby-Doo. I don't know.
That's funny.
But I know him from Wacky Races. So. Every time we watch one of these animated movies, I'm surprised at how many animated Scooby-Doo movies there are.
Oh, there's so many. They just
keep making them, apparently.
I mean, he's timeless, I guess. The kids always like... I was a big Scooby-Doo fan back when I was younger. A huge Scooby-Doo fan.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I thought, I watched Scooby-Doo when I was a kid.
Yeah, you are old as shit. I'm kidding. You're not that old.
But
yeah, no, he's just a popular same way Tom and Jerry. Just the popular characters are damn near timeless.
But, I'm just surprised at how many movies. I thought I knew of all the Scooby-Doo movies, and apparently not. There's 1,000 of them.
The last one I saw that I remember liking a lot, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. It's a good...
Well, yeah. I mean, that was the last really good one.
Yeah, that's where I checked out. This is a great movie. I'm done with these movies.
But other than that, I think the rest are just, crap. But, they're Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, exactly. They're like...
It's like they're Scooby-Doo. If you like Scooby-Doo, they're fine.
Exactly. Like, I never hated them. It was like, they're all the same, so I'm done with this.
There's nothing new to it, There's no character development or anything. They're all going to be the same.
No, that's a lie. The last Scooby-Doo movie I saw, I guess, were the live-action ones. I think they came out after that cartoon one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, those are movies.
All right, that was it. That was the last trailer, Scooby-Doo.
Oh, man.
And then we could go back to space where not Superman, where the credits for Superman play as a meteor is heading towards Earth. And then
you're a smart guy. Hold on, you're a smart guy. At what point does a meteor become a meteorite? Is it when it's in our atmosphere? Or is it like it becomes a smaller size?
I don't know if it has... I'm actually not sure, but if I had to guess, I would assume a meteor is the rock itself. But a meteorite is it in motion?
Okay, the term meteorite refers only to those bodies that survive the trip through the atmosphere and reach Earth's surface. So yeah, right now it's a meteor. When it hits Earth, it's a meteorite.
Yeah, so it's because it traveled through the surface.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so.
Yep. See, our podcast listeners just learned something new.
That was my best guess. I did not know that.
No, you're fine. You did great. I'm proud of you, TJ.
But whatever. Now that our pop quiz is over, can I finally get into the movie? This is supposed to be a short episode.
Yeah, you could go.
All right, so we open up with Lex Luthor. Apparently, he's been mining space for kryptonite, and he's only found a tiny sliver of it in all the galaxies that he's mined.
Which makes sense. Like, to me, that makes more sense than him finding a lot of it.
Well, yeah, because it's the remnants of a dead, exploded planet.
Exactly. So, like, to me, what he found should be all he ever finds.
I don't know, kryptonite seems to show up all over the place, so...
Sadly. I mean, they gotta stop Superman somehow, I guess. Magic. Use magic.
Anyway, he's complaining to his assistant Mercy that always fine, but he's also created, and he's mad at Superman because he's Superman, and he keeps foiling him, so he's decided he's going to try and take Superman's place, essentially, and become the good guy, and so he created this satellite called the Lex 9000, and he put it in space, and it's supposed to stop meteors and alien threats and all of that and whatnot. So
it sounds like a big plot device for later on in the movie. Or throughout the whole movie, actually.
Everything in this movie is a plot device. So first thing I want to talk about is the voice actors for both Lex and Mercy.
Okay.
Tara Strong plays Harley Quinn in the second and third Batman Arkham games.
Oh, okay.
So every time she talked, all I heard was Harley.
That sounds like I didn't hear that once because I never played those games.
Yeah, I know, because you never heard her speak as Harley, but to me, that's all I heard was Harley Quinn. So that was distracting. I was like, why is Harley Quinn talking to Lex Luthor? But that's a me thing. That's not really a complaint.
It's funny because we've seen her so many times so far, or we're going to see her more.
Yeah. She's fine. She didn't do a bad job. It was just distracting.
Yeah. No, I get it. Like, I know that voice kind of thing. Yeah.
However, Powers Booth.
Really?
Great actor. He's been in a lot of things that I like.
He's dead.
Is he?
Yep, 2017. 68 years of age.
That's a shame.
He was in Avengers.
Yeah, he was in Avengers. He was also in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show.
Holy shit. Yeah.
He was also in Ben 10, Scooby-Doo, and Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Sin City is a name to kill for.
He was Gorilla Grodd in Justice League. He was in the TV shows Deadwood and 24.
No way. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, he was He was also in a bunch of movies like Tombstone.
Yep.
And Sudden Death, Con Air.
Was he in Con Air? Who the hell did he play Con Air?
An officer at the leave-in ceremony, so he's like an uncredited voice in it.
Huh. Interesting.
Sin City, and as you said, Avenger. So he's in a lot of things. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
I hated him in this role.
Now, okay, did you hate him or the writing for him?
I don't think his voice matches Lex Luthor at all.
Really?
Not this version of Lex Luthor, not the animated version of Lex Luthor.
Really?
Because this is a specific animated style of Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
This is the animated series Lex Luthor. It's drawn exactly the same, and it just doesn't sound right.
So I didn't mind him. I did not mind him. I
Yeah,
do
but
like
you-
I like the original Lex Luthor voice for sure. I love that original voice, but this wasn't that. I hated that he was more cartoonish and more like
Well, and that's
goofy
the other
with
thing.
it.
The
but
writing in this is also not this Lex Luthor.
Yes,
This Lex Luthor is Gene Hackman Lex Luthor from the 70s Superman movie.
yes,
And it is bad.
yes.
It is terrible.
It's distracting.
This feels like a sequel to the 70s Superman movie series in the Superman animated TV show style.
Yes.
Which makes sense because this was released like a day before Superman Returns as a companion piece.
Exactly. And that movie has its problems too with that.
Right. And that's supposed to be a sequel to the 70s Superman 1 and 2.
So it did what it was doing fine.
Right. So it did it, but they should have did a different art style. Because
I don't think so.
No,
I think
it's
from
wrong.
it is wrong, but I think from a business standpoint, this is the most familiar and most you're going to draw people into it.
Yeah, but from what I understand, this movie bombed.
Yeah, of course it bombed. The other one bombed.
Because so obviously from a business standpoint, it wasn't the right move.
It wasn't, but like it's a better, safer gamble.
Now, if you want to argue maybe it's a safer gamble and stuff like that, then they should have got a completely different voice cast. Because you can't have the Tim Daly Superman from the animated series in the Superman 77 movie style with a Gene Hackman Lex Luthor. It just doesn't work.
It did work. It worked for me.
Well,
and I think it's a kids movie, so I think for kids it's going to work. Because they're like, oh, this isn't the same voice that most normal kids won't. Some kids will, but like not
the two
most.
blending of they're two different Superman mythos, and they don't blend together well.
Yeah, for adults, yeah, it doesn't. But for a children's cartoon movie, yeah, it's fine. I think this wasn't that bad.
All I'm saying, this is 2006, and people who are going to watch this are not kids because this was a directed. This is not on TV. This is a directed DVD thing. So This was a specifically appealed to the people who like the animated series.
Not really, because you go buy the movie for the family. It's a family movie. Superman's a family character. This cartoon is it's probably for the dads and moms too. But like, oh, our son or our daughter was going to like this, so like pop this on for the whole family. Mom and dad might hate it, but the kid might like it. Now you just got to do an
It's objectively bad.
I don't think so. I would definitely disagree with that.
No, you're wrong on this one.
I think I'll say the bad thing is it has stupid goofiness and but that's not a lot of it. It's not a lot of it's in here, so it's like not that bad.
What do you mean? He's throughout the entire goddamn thing.
He is, but he's not. I don't know how to phrase this. Like it's distracting, but it doesn't definitely like ruin the movie for me. If he was the main character
how
in
do
it,
you like this? But not Mask of the Phantasm.
I'm not saying I like this. I'm not saying I like this. I'm saying I like it more than Mask of the Phantasm.
Exactly. You have no taste. So your argument is so stupid.
Everyone has tastes. No one's arguments are really. Well, that's a lie. We'll take that part out. People's arguments are dumb. But I think everyone has taste. I don't mind this. I'm not praising this movie. I'm definitely not praising this.
This movie does not work.
I think it does work.
It doesn't work.
I think it does.
Not from a plot standpoint, not from an acting standpoint, and not from anything.
What?
No, it doesn't.
What? That's crazy.
It does not work at all.
I see, like, you're so far hating this movie, I have to defend it now. But I'm not, again, I'm coming in this, I don't love this movie. I really don't. But I don't think it's as bad as you're putting it out to be. I don't think the voice acting's that bad. It's distracting for you because you know who these people are.
I'm not saying the voice acting's bad at all. I'm saying it just doesn't work with what they're telling here.
I think it does.
I'm not even saying the movie's bad. I'm saying it just doesn't work. It's got like two different styles going on and it doesn't fit.
I don't even see two different styles. I see just one. I think this is a cohesive, well-made, it's a safe movie. It's nothing. It's not a thinker. It's not like a memorable movie because it's just beat for beat.
No,
Superman
see,
I got
animated movie mixed with 77 Superman in it. The two different tones just don't work.
Not me. That's interesting.
It's not only from the goofy Lex Luthor, but from all the Lois romance and the Jimmy's romance side plot and all the movie tropes that are put into this that have were not accentuated in the animated series.
I guess because I didn't watch the animated series to the depth like you did, apparently. I can't put opinion towards that. But for a if you want to call this standalone movie, you want to call this, whatever you want to call this, companion piece, for this kind of movie and what it's leading into, because I know it's leading into Superman Returns, it hits beat for beat, like the same kind of feel for that as that movie did too. I think this was more enjoyable as Superman Returns, from what I remember Superman Returns, because this is shorter, it's more colorful, and it's just, I don't know, it's more
Yeah, I think you're judging it on a curve because of what it is.
No, I don't think so. I mean, what do you mean by that?
Because you're judging it based on a companion piece to Superman Returns.
No, I'm saying it now because I said that, but I didn't think about that going in. I mean, I when I was watching it, I definitely felt like, oh, this reminds me of Superman Returns, as in,
exactly.
As kind of like, not the laziness, but like, this is all familiar. This is all Superman, not just Returns, but this is Superman 1 and 2.
Yeah, the movies.
Laying pots, yeah.
Exactly. That's my point. But you
it
just
blends. It meshes well.
You already admitted you didn't watch the animated series, so you're not seeing that part of it mixed into it. So
I've seen the cartoons. Like I haven't seen every episode. I'm not like engulfed into it, but I've seen some of it to know like.
Yeah, but you watch an episode or two here and there. Yeah. It's not the same as watching the series.
Fair, yeah, fair.
Like watching it every Saturday along with Batman on the mornings. Or that? Afternoons or whatever it came on.
Did you do that, CJ?
Well, yeah. This was my cartoons when I was a kid.
Okay, fair.
I grew up with these cartoons. Superman, Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man. So, another argument that you're wrong about, as usual.
No. We can't be wrong in these arguments if they're opinion-based. Like, there's not like...
Yeah, but your opinions are wrong. We already know that.
You sound like a typical American. You know that? A typical ignorant...
We've already proven your opinions are wrong. Can I continue on now?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you, man.
I don't even know where I was.
We're 2 minutes into this movie. That's where we're at. You're talking about the voice acting of the Lex Luthor and his sidekick.
Right, okay. So, Lex Luthor was complaining about Superman, and now he's got a satellite up in there. But so a meteor strikes and immediately makes his satellite obsolete and stupid because Brainiac crashes into his station and starts to take it over. Because apparently... Braniac travels in meteorites now.
Well, how's he usually travel?
I always thought he traveled in a giant spaceship. Either a regular spaceship or one that looks like his head.
That's weird. I think a meteorite's a better choice.
Well, he's a weird guy.
Fair.
So Braniac attacks the thing and essentially takes over the satellite. Meanwhile, he's taking over all that. Then we cut over to the Daily Planet where Lois Lane hears of the story, so she grabs Jimmy and they go run out. It's the basic setup. Clark is hiding and waits and puts on his Superman outfit, and they all meet up. And Lex Luthor is going to go over there too because, his satellite was pretty much taken over. So Brainiac absorbs all the technology, and Superman shows up, and then they get in a giant fight that lasts a long, long time.
Yeah, it lasted way longer than I expect. A good 5 minutes minimum.
Yeah.
I was like, this thing is slow going.
This movie is padded out by super long fight scenes.
Yeah. They're like, how can we get an hour 16 out of this movie? Fight scenes.
Because, Superman is fighting Brainiac, and then Lois is on a tower, and the tower starts to fall, so she gets in trouble, and she ends up falling, and Superman saves her, and Superman eventually... Actually, Brainiac does a good job of showing how to take down Superman in a real fight.
Oh my god, it's great. Like, I like this fight, no matter how long it is. Like, Brainiac kind of whoops Superman's ass in this.
It shows that, conventional weapons can't hurt Superman, but if you overwhelm him enough with powerful attacks, eventually you can get the better of him.
And he did, too. Like, just missiles and lasers, like, just beating Superman down.
Using the super powerful satellite to take him down.
Yeah. I mean, Superman overcomes it, of course, but took him some time.
Yeah, and Superman uses his freeze breath to freeze Brainiac and then shatters him. He kills Brainiac.
Which is funny. Not only does he just freeze him, he bitch smacks him to pieces, out of anger. And he never uses his freeze breath again, does he?
No. I just was surprised at how much he was willing to kill Brainiac so quickly.
That caught me off guard. I was like, this is a dark Superman right now. Understandably, because he throughout the movie he seems angry when he's fighting Brainiac, like truly angry.
Yeah, but I don't know if this Brainiac is just because he's a robot that it's okay.
I guess.
I don't know. It seems weird that he's just outright murdering Brainiac in this.
Yeah, I thought it was dumb though how Lex Luthor pulls up next to the fight, like literally feet away from it, and just watches it in his car.
Yeah, but he's stupid Gene Hackman Lex Luthor in this, it's like. Like, he's, like, bragging about a satellite, and they say, Brainiac takes over, and he looks at the camera dumbfounded, like, what?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's just weird that this Lex Luthor is like that, because the Lex Luthor from the animated series, honestly, when we get to the ending part, when he goes to face off with Brainiac, might have been able to take down Brainiac.
Yes. This one's just...
This one's just a waste of space, honestly.
Yeah, I can agree with that, yeah.
So Brainiac, like, launches a missile that tries to destroy the city, but Superman stops it, of course. And eventually it gets to the point where he freezes him and breaks him up. So afterwards, Superman is lecturing Lex, you know, your stupid satellite didn't do its job, as he's trying to take credit, but Lex is like, yeah, okay. Who's going to pay for all this, as he slips Brainiac's brain into his pocket. So yeah, we cut over to the Daily Planet where Perry White wants Clark Kent to be a foreign ambassador. And Clark's like very apprehensive about it because, you know, he's Superman. He doesn't really want to leave Metropolis, which he could still do his job and still be Superman in Metropolis because he's got super speed, but
I guess he wouldn't be as effective, I feel.
No, I mean, he seems to fly off anytime there's a tornado in another country or something. So
yeah, but like I
don't think he wanted to leave because he wouldn't be near Lois.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah,
I don't think it would have been a problem. He's a foreign correspondent. Actually, if he's a foreign correspondent, he would probably have a lot more opportunity to stop some of the bad stuff happening in other countries.
Exactly, that's the thing. Like keeping too focused on, I think that would burn him out too. I think that would definitely like work down his mentality, mental space on shit. But like I think him being a foreign ambassador would just like lessen Superman in Smallville or where's he at? Metropolis. So I don't know.
I don't know. That seems like a little too deep of a Superman story for this.
I know. I'm just saying. He definitely doesn't want to leave because of Lois Lane. That's the obvious reason he doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, so. He also mentions that, you know, he keeps his fingers on a typewriter in this tool, and that's why he doesn't want to leave. Because he wants. But does he still use a typewriter? They have cell phones in this world.
I mean,
they even make a point to point that out later. Oh, look, technology.
I love when she says that. It's great. Like one of my favorite things. But yeah, I guess they don't use typewriters.
So I don't know. It's just. I mean, I guess that's just Clark being old fashioned.
Yeah.
But then we get to the dumbest subplot of this story.
The dumbest subplot.
Yeah. Jimmy Olsen's got pictures of Mercy.
Oh yeah, he's a pervert.
And he's like, she's hot. And Lois is like, what about that girl with the glasses over there? And he's like, ew, no, she's nerd. What? You're Jimmy Olsen. You are like the nerd of nerds.
Well, some nerds have standards. Some nerds are delusional. Like, I'm a nerd, but like, I'm not a nerd. You know how people are, TJ.
All I know is that this nerdy looking girl is like one of the hottest girls in this show.
Ew. I'm kidding.
Like, seriously, the way she's drawn, the only thing that makes her nerdy is the glasses.
Even Lois Lane says, just go by, like, don't look at the glasses, she's flirting.
Yeah. I guess that was the story behind it. You gotta look past the glasses. The Mirror Clark stupid romantic subplot.
Yeah.
But because it was stupid, but it's like, you're an idiot, Jimmy Olsen. You got this hot girl going after you and you don't want anything to do with her?
I mean, it's a tale as old as time, TJ. It is a dumb subplot, I'll agree. It's like, because it goes nowhere, this dumb subplot.
This whole subplot is just stupid.
Wow.
It's just a whole other point just to accentuate Clark's issues that's happening.
Exactly.
So after that stupid scene, we cut over to LexCorp where Lex is bringing Brainiac back to life. And they make a deal that Lex will help get him a body and so he can kill Superman, and afterwards he has to leave so Lex can take over the world because he's got no depth to him in this movie because, you know, he's two-dimensional.
Who, Lex Luthor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we cut over to Kent Farm because we got to get all Superman's greatest hits in this movie too.
I thought the same thing. It's like, why are we here?
If there's a place in Superman lore that you don't know, don't worry, we're going to take you there.
It does, doesn't it? Oh, man, you saying that. Like, yeah. Fortress of Solitude later. Phantom Zone. Like, oh, my God. They should. I hate you, TJ.
And that's what I mean. It feels like they're just.
But see, it makes sense because you're trying to get people ready for the new one. They probably don't know exactly how that's going to turn out. So let's just show you everything about Superman if you don't know.
But how many people do they really expect to buy this direct a DVD movie?
I don't know. I guess it may probably. I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you, man.
I don't know. It's not good.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a good refresher and if it's your first time ever. My first Superman movie was Superman Returns. So if I had this movie too, I probably would have saw this too. Okay, it's a fresh. This is how you get into Superman. Okay, it's a good. Here's Superman. It's a safe. Here's the Man of Steel.
Here's a refresher to go into another bad movie.
But this is a good palate cleanser compared to the next one.
Well, no, the palate cleanser is what you do after you watch the bad movie.
Or I guess appetizer. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the appetizer to a shit.
The appetizer
meal.
That happens to be better than the main meal.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think this movie's that. It's a movie safe. That's the problem. It's very safe. It's not groundbreaking or revolutionary. It's not oh wow, that was really. Here's like you said. Here's the checklist of all those things about Superman. Now enjoy the big movie.
He's at the Kent 4 visiting his parents, and I guess in this version, John Kent didn't die of a heart attack.
Unless you remarried.
No, it's John Kent.
Is it?
Yeah,
that's dumb.
Some versions he's not dead. Some versions he is. It's hard to tell. He might be alive in the animated series. To be honest with you, I don't actually remember. Different versions, whatever. But yeah, he's at the Kent farm, and they're like, "Are you talking to Lois yet?" He's like, "I am, but I can't tell her who I am because I can't put her in danger." They're like, "Why not? We know who you are," which is a good point.
Yeah, a very good point.
And he's like, "Huh, maybe."
I thought about that. I think it'd be harder for him to be Superman nowadays. Just things everywhere, cameras everywhere.
Not really.
I think so. I think if Brainiac were to, let's say Superman existed in 2020, whatever and Brainiac came down and just took a lot of people's information. If Brainiac gathers information over time and intelligence, he could pick up Clark Kent. If Clark Kent does use internet, it's probably somewhat similar to Superman, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, Brainiac could have found them out easily. Yeah, probably easy.
Yeah.
But I think Brainiac could have done that at any point in history, really. Because he's Brainiac.
True.
But I think for the normal person, he could still be Clark Kent and Superman because the glasses are not the disguise. It never was. It's just what everyone focuses on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying how he transforms into Superman. He's got to run somewhere and do it. And there's cameras everywhere nowadays. So, if someone's watching cameras and, this guy's running in the direction Superman came from, I think you probably put two and two together if you really did your research. So,
well, no, because he usually runs one way and comes from another.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, if there's two cameras, I don't know, it's too much. It's too much. I'm not, explaining myself.
I think he's got enough superpowers that he can make it work. I think it'll be almost impossible to be Batman.
Really?
Yeah, because all Batman stuff is traced through money.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. He would have to go the Iron Man route and I'm Batman, so what, guys?
Yeah, I think Batman it'd be harder to be Batman. But if you got super speed and super strength and stuff, I think it'd be easier to hide your identity because...
Maybe. If he's faster than computer camera frame rates and all that shit, yeah, maybe, I think, but...
Well, he could go back in time.
We're not counting that because that's really fucking stupid.
But I'm just saying, he's that fast, and yes, he's fast. He's faster than the cameras.
Yeah, okay.
So, but he's also super fast that he can just alter the cameras if he wanted to. Go in, change the security footage and stuff.
Oh man, yeah, that's fair, I guess. I think modern day, a lot of superheroes have problems.
And if it's a modern day, people will be like, it's hard to believe that a normal person could have that power. So looking at Clark Kent doesn't have that
too. Yeah, they'd be a lot of that's fake news shit. You're right. You're right.
So I'm just saying,
you can't trust the media. I mean, he works for the media. How can you trust that? Yeah, that's fair.
I think it'd be easier for Superman. I think it'd be almost impossible for Batman, though.
Oh, Batman for sure. There's no way he could properly cover his tracks and have all those people employed under him and keep a secret.
Unless he kept all of his money in a mattress.
That'd be so ridiculous. Oh man! But even then, how's he gonna pay for all that shit though?
In cash.
See, I'm thinking of it as in the Dark Knight series, how he went through his business to buy all that shit.
Yeah, I know. That's why my whole point. The business would track it back to Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's a terrible.
But he could keep all of his money in a mattress, set up a P.O. box.
A P.O. box, okay.
Just get a different P.O. box every week.
Oh, that's funny.
That's why I said almost impossible.
Almost.
I don't remember where we were.
Neither do I. Brainiac's brain.
The chem farm. We were at the chem farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after the chem farm, we come back to Luthor, who gives Brainiac a couple upgrades. He gives him the sliver of kryptonite that he had, and Superman's DNA so that he could track him.
Must have been a really hard hit to get his DNA on this robot.
I don't know. If you touch something, you leave your DNA behind.
But he's an alien, and I don't know.
No, not really. I mean, he's an alien, but doesn't mean he doesn't leave his DNA everywhere.
Yeah, but what kind of DNA is leave behind that so they can get up that quickly? I don't know.
Fingerprints.
How long fingerprints stay on a...
How many times did he punch that thing? Or sweat?
Man, sweat though?
Well, yeah, he's got heat ray. You don't think those heat ray beams make his forehead sweat?
Maybe not. Maybe he's immune to that shit. Then again, he didn't use them, so I don't know.
If he didn't sweat, his body would explode.
As a human, yeah, but he's an alien.
He's only superhuman because of the rays of the yellow sun.
He's an alien. He's an alien, though.
But under the red sun, he's nothing. He has the same biological stuff as a human.
Under the red sun?
Yeah, Kryptonians are regular people under the red sun.
That's dumb. But the only regular people under the red sun, right? The red sun's not there.
Right, because he's here now. That doesn't mean his biology changes, though.
I mean...
It just gives him superhuman traits.
Yeah, I mean, a superhuman, you don't sweat.
Argue with me about it for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's just almost where he left some DNA behind. That's all. If it's that easy, I think everyone could track down who the he is at that point.
But not everyone cares.
I think enough people care who's this guy flying around our goddamn space.
Not if he's saving them every day.
Yeah, but most of the villains come in because oh, this guy's here. Not that he's there.
Yeah, but most of the villains are Gene Hackman and Lex Luthors.
Not really.
According to this, it is.
Yeah.
So after, Brainiac gets his new body and stuff, we cut over to a montage of Clark trying to tell Lois that he's Superman, but there's always something happening, and then Jimmy's crush trying to talk to him, but him avoiding her because that's a stupid subplot. But since Jimmy's been avoiding her, she called out sick because, she was... I guess she's sad. That's what Lois implies. Anyway.
Yeah, why would he avoid? She is very attractive in this cartoon. It's crazy. It's dumb.
I told you.
So the montage I didn't pay attention to. Is a montage on phone time? Jimmy's stupid.
But since she called out that she's a food critic, by the way,
yes.
Jimmy's crush. So since she called out, Clark's got to go take her job, and he's like, well, I grew up on a farm. What do I know about food? And so up reservations too. Lois go with them. Up, they're going on a dinner date.
While this is happening, Brainiac's in space and making himself a new body.
Yeah, I was about to say we get Brainiac Transformer. So Clark's at the dinner date with Lois, and she's about to tell her, but then Brainiac attacks because of course he does. And there's another long fight scene.
Yeah, this one I ain't there for.
All it's there for is to have Brainiac infect
Lois.
Superman with his weird eye darkening ray.
I mean, Lois gets it too.
Well, yeah, we're getting there, but so during the fight, Lois gets hit too, and her blood cells are turning into metal or some stupid like that, so she's dying.
Galvanizing.
So she's dying, but before that, one of the things happened, and she's like, all this is happening, I don't have my ace reporter. Oh wait, I got a cell phone. I'm gonna start taking pictures with my cell phone.
Technology.
Yeah.
I love that line a lot. It's a funny line. She's also picking up that Superman's Clark Kent too. Or vice versa.
She's starting to suspect. So I mean, now that we know that cell phone cameras are kind of a thing, it really makes Jimmy Olsen's a little bit obsolete.
No.
I know photographers are still a thing.
Yeah, man, what are you talking about? We still exist.
You're not a photographer. You don't even know the first thing about photography.
Ouch, TJ. Now follow my Instagram page, guys. It's my listeners suck eggs at Instagram.com.
Are you done? So yeah, Lois almost dies, and Brainiac healing himself from Superman's attack after he gets stopped. So Lois is in the hospital, and Clark's all sad. So he steals her blood because that's a rational thing to do.
That's a what?
A rational thing to do.
It's very illegal. This plan.
Superman is missing now, so Lex is gonna send Lois flowers for good PR. It's because he's stupid, Gene Hackman and Lex Luthor. Then we cut over to the Fortress of Solitude, where we get our Deus Ex Machina of the thing, because the Superman computer tells Superman that the only thing that can cure Lois from this thing is a mineral or alloy in the Phantom Zone, because we have to go to the Fortress of Solitude and the Phantom Zone in this episode.
Because why not?
And so he gets told this, but then Brainiac shows up because he can still track him, and starts to override his computer because he's got his DNA now. So Superman overrides the computer and blows up his Fortress of Solitude, and Brainiac thinks that kills him for some reason. I guess
he can't find the heat signature.
Because he goes into the Phantom Zone.
Yes.
And thus...
So I thought I was going to bring in Brainiac too. Kind of disappointed that didn't happen.
I thought it was going to be that too. They were going to fight in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's going to be cool. Nah.
No, Clark's just in the Phantom Zone. So the Phantom Zone's kind of disappointing.
Yeah. I thought they would give us all his villains.
Me too. All the villains trapped in there,
yes.
like Zod and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was like, oh, okay, we're going to see all his people that got trapped away. Cool. No, we don't see any of that.
Yeah, it was kind of lame.
Yeah. I mean, it had those moments of like, okay, they got me, but nothing.
Like, he fights this black creature that eats him alive, and then he uses his heat vision to get out and stuff.
Yeah.
And then cutting back and forth between Perry White and Jimmy Olsen being sad at the hospital.
Yep. That goes on for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty much the rest of the show, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
Lex is going to throw a tiki party because he's stupid in this version.
It's like, he's stupid and it's so obvious what he's doing, too. Like, even if you weren't watching from his perspective, it's like, it's obvious he's doing all this. Right, guys?
Right. So... essentially, there's 3 plot lines going on. We got Brainiac and Lex Luthor being stupid. We got Lois dying in a hospital. And we got Superman going to
Phantoms
get the substance.
It's called...
So
I have it written down, too. Hold on. I want to say
it's like Argonia or something like that.
Argonium 44.
Argonia 44, which turns out to be nothing but lava.
Pretty much, yeah.
Golden lava, essentially. It's anticlimactic. Superman just gets to the Phantom Zone, finds it, and then goes back. We'll get to that in a moment. But Lex is throwing his party. I'm skipping over a lot here because it's just, it cuts back and forth.
You're fine. You're skipping over a lot of nothing, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, it's just cutting back and forth between these 3 things happening. So Lex is at his party and he's like, hey, Superman's missing and stuff like that. And then Brainiac attacks and say, hey, come downtown. I'm going to show you what real superhero does, essentially.
It's so obvious that he's doing this shit. I hate it. But,
right.
Yeah.
So he goes down there and gets his ass kicked by Brainiac because, of course, Brainiac betrayed him. And, of course, Lex tries to betray him and fails because this version of Lex Luthor is a stupid idiot.
Yes.
But, meanwhile, in the Phantom Zone, Superman finds the Argonia, heals himself, takes something, goes back to the hospital, and heals Lois Lane. And so he's taking Lois out of the hospital, and she's like, we can be together now. Because she figures out that he's Clark Kent and Superman in the hospital. And they're like, hey, we can be together. And like, Clark is like, this doesn't feel right. You wouldn't say that. And it's because he's still in the Phantom Zone. He was seeing the whole thing of him saving her.
That got me.
Got me too.
Yeah, like,
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's like, well, shit. That's pretty cool. That's a cool aspect of the Phantom Zone I didn't know about.
Right. It got me too. I was like, good on you, movie. You actually did something pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they made me care a little bit now. That's shit.
Because we all know he was going to save Lois Lane no matter what. In the end, she was going to get saved.
Exactly.
So we're just doing it now. Okay, simple. Then he's going to go kill Brainiac. But no, he was still in the Phantom Zone. Yeah. So that was a good fake out.
Yeah, it was. And the Phantoms that were chasing him were kind of cool looking. Like, this isn't bad. Good job, Phantom Zone. I still want to see Zod, but I'll take this.
So he escapes. Meanwhile,
he
Jimmy
gets out there easy too.
Yeah, he does. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be like the hardest prison, right? Like, how the you get out?
I don't know. Maybe he's got a key. Anyway, so Jimmy and Perry are sad, but they're back at the Valley Planet now, and Perry's like, go do something, Jimmy. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll go back to the hospital. No, go be a reporter and cover Lex's event. But I'm not a reporter. Just do as I tell you to do. And so he does that.
Oh,
And
I
then
like that.
you don't like
No, I
that?
do like it. I like that a lot.
Oh, well, yeah, he's only trying to get the kid to do something.
Yeah.
And so we split off again here because Superman shows up while Brainiac's attacking, and he's got to choose between saving Lois now or stopping Brainiac. He goes to stop Brainiac.
Good man. Good man.
Jimmy decides to not follow the other reporters to the site and follow Lex Luthor because that's what Lois is doing. And then so he's taking pictures, trying to find evidence, and so we get a fight with him and Mercy because he had the pictures earlier, and she says he's cute, and he's like, so it's a whole thing. And then he proceeds to get his ass kicked by Mercy really badly.
Shocker.
And to the point where he has to climb in one of Lex's super robots and knock her out with it. But he also breaks his camera in the process.
Oh, shucks. I always have a second camera with you guys.
How did he know how to use that machine? That robot?
Google? I don't know.
He just knew how to use that robot machine. Were the keys in it still? Does it?
The owner's manual's in there printed out.
Yeah, it's just you just hit a button and it just works.
Yeah.
Is it like a toy? You just move the levers?
It's got autopilot.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure how he figured that out. Anyway, I'm skipping back and forth. This is all intermittent between fights and stuff. So I'm just going through whole plot lines. So Superman beats up Brainiac, and he eventually overcomes him because of the Deus Ex Argonia's shield covering that no longer can have himself infected. And so he ends up defeating Brainiac in another really long fight scene.
Very long.
He goes to Lois, and he's about to cure her. Oh, wait, I forgot. Lex Luthor gets his butt kicked handed in the fight.
Multiple times.
In the fight, though, for the most part. And, yeah. But, yeah, so he defeats Brainiac, and he goes to Lois, but Brainiac's not defeated. He's still alive. He's got his head still. And as Superman's about to cure her, he shows up and knocks the cure on the ground and breaks it. Oh, no. And so he gets really angry, and he smashes Brainiac to death and then breaks his chip thing that was keeping him alive, and now Brainiac is truly dead. He just murdered Brainiac.
Yeah, understandable because he killed Lois Lane.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so he had feelings for her.
Uh-huh.
You can never tell her how he felt.
Yep, because he goes back up to the hospital bed, and oh no, she's dead, except she's not dead. They all say it's too late, she's dead. But it's the heart thing's literally still beeping.
Yes.
It's like, she's not dead yet. What are you talking about?
Exactly, it didn't flatline yet.
Yeah, no, I don't know how you could declare someone dead when they're not dead. But okay. Oh, I forgot. During the fight, Braniac tries to trigger a nuclear meltdown.
Oh, yeah. Because, reasons.
Because I guess that's what you do.
I guess.
So, yeah. So, Lois is going to die. No, we get one of the corniest endings I've ever seen.
I like it more than the dumb time travel, but yes, this is damn near top tier shitty endings.
Yeah, so she's about to die, so Superman kisses her, and his golden Argonian tears drop down off of his cheeks, and his whole body glows golden, and she's magically healed.
So dumb.
I'm surprised they didn't add in the kiss of forgetfulness.
Oh wow, forgot about that. That rape kiss of Superman's. Holy crap!
This is what that reminded me of, honestly. Except instead of making her forget, she's all better. And she looks at him and she thinks he's Clark, but nope, he says, "No, I'm Superman." Which is the opposite of what he did in the Dream Phantom Zone. And so he's like, okay, so Lois is healed. And she's getting out of the hospital, but Clark's all sad. So he's like, I guess I gotta retire from the Daily Planet because I can't put Lois in danger anymore. And so as Perry White's taking her out of the hospital, he shows up and he's about to tell him he's going to do it. But he gets a call, and apparently Mr. Mixel-Pitalik.
No, it's Mixel-Pickle. Mixel-Pixel, isn't it?
No, it's Mr. Mixel-Pitalik.
Is that the name?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. Mixel-Pixel is like a animation studio thing. I think.
Mixoplex.
Yeah.
MXYZPTLK.
Mixpidalic?
Maybe. You probably, yeah.
I think it's something. It's something like that.
Yeah, some stupid character name.
It's the dumbest name in all of comics. It's super hard to pronounce, and no one can get it right. It's stupid.
Sometimes he's called Mixie, so it's fine. MXY, Mixie.
Yeah, but apparently he's causing cat havoc down at the docks and stuff, and Clark's about to retire to Perry, but Lois runs off because she's all better now, and she's gonna get the story, and she's like, and Clark's like, huh. She's going to put herself in danger whether I'm here or not. I guess I'm not retiring. I'm going to continue to do this. Perry, I'm not retiring. I just don't want to be a foreign correspondent anymore. And everything goes back to the status quo.
The status quo.
Except for Lex Luthor needs attorneys because the FBI is there to arrest them, apparently.
Yay.
And that's it. Because this can't have any impact or anything because it's a mixture of two different series, so it can't have a true end. It has to end on a back to status quo ending because it's a shitty movie.
It's not shitty. It's
It's a movie.
Safe. Here's Superman for new viewers. Here, if you've seen it before, you might enjoy this too. Here's a safe in the middle. I think people always expect every movie to come out to be groundbreaking. Like, no, it's just gonna be. Sometimes it's literally a filler. So I can't say a filler episode's shitty.
This might be one of the worst animated movies we've watched.
You're kidding me. You're crazy.
The only one worse than this one was that Batwoman one.
Yeah, that one was dumb. I don't think this is that bad. I want to watch it again, but I don't think it's like that bad.
It's a bad movie.
You're insane. You're insane.
No, it's a bad movie.
You're wrong. This is a background music. This is a background movie for sure.
Which makes it a bad movie.
Not really. It makes it like, if you look at it on occasion, it's just definitely entertaining.
If I saw this, I would change the channel.
And that's fair. That's your opinion. That's fair. Even though I think your opinion is wrong.
And nope, my opinions have been proven right and yours is wrong.
You're insane. So, okay, you said this movie is so bad, we get in this bad Superman movie.
This is a 4.
Oh, so that's not that bad. That's just below average for you. That's not terrible. You're making it sound like a 2 or a 3.
Well, no, it's not Batman Forever. Batman and Robin bad.
Yeah, that's how.
But it's still a bad movie. It's still a bad movie.
I think
it's not like disgustingly bad.
That's what it sounded like the way you were attacking this movie. That's why I was defending it so hard.
I didn't like it. The things I didn't like, I really didn't like.
No, that's understandable. That's fair. Like Lex Luthor.
But I can recognize there is a couple good things in it.
Okay. I respect that.
There's a couple good things. It's drawn pretty. It's because it's the animated series.
You're doing all my arguments. I love this. Continue.
The voice acting is decent for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, Lance Henriksen as Brainiac was pretty good, considering.
Exactly.
I didn't like Powers Booth as Lex Luthor.
Would you have liked him if he was written more like the show?
No, I just don't think his voice matches the character.
That's fair.
Because he's got an interesting, deep voice.
Yeah.
And I just don't think it matches Billionaire. I think he would have actually probably been better off as Brainiac.
Oh, I respect that.
Honestly.
Oh man, that's funny. I pretty much everything you said I agree with. I guess I enjoyed it a little bit more, so I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. Like, it's just I'm not coming out of this in a different mood than I came in.
Nah, I would rather watch Batman fight vampires than this.
This one I expected nothing. I got nothing out of it besides the cool Phantom Zone scene. I'm still giving it a 5. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10.
I just didn't like it.
Understandable.
But I never seen it before today.
Same.
This is my first viewing of it. So looking at the box art of it and looking at the voice actors, I guess I was expecting something from the animated series.
Well, see, exactly. We all see, like.
But like I knew it wasn't canon going in.
Yeah.
But I expected that quality.
Yes. But see, like, you always put that against me for I came expecting something too. I'm always going expecting something from a movie. You can't help.
I don't know.
We don't do it on purpose. We're just like, I expect this then. So I get where you're coming from. I get it.
And this Lex Luthor was just so bad.
Yeah, no, that was his. I can't say it was egregious, but it was egregious. It was just not.
Yeah,
good.
It was bad. Yeah. It wasn't good.
Yeah, listen, movie studios. We don't want to see that era of Lex Luthor again. It's not a fun character.
No, I mean, it was okay for those movies.
Yeah, but not now.
If he wanted to do that style of movie again,
I wouldn't watch it. Well, I guess we'll have to because this dumb podcast.
I don't know if they got
viewers.
if they had a Christopher Reeve type actor.
But like, can you get Christopher Reeve again? Because he was really good at that.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know.
If you get a Christopher Reeve type actor who could do that role and get a decent writing team, I think a movie like that in this day and age could work.
Yeah.
I would rather have a movie in that style this day and age than the stupid dark Superman we've been getting for the last 2 decades.
I'll agree. I would agree with. As much I don't like campiness, retro shit, I do agree with that.
How do you not like campiness and retro shit? You loved Batman 66.
Because campiness and retro, because I like Batman 66 because it came out in 1966 and it come out in 2016 or 2000 whatever.
Okay.
I hate going back. Like, remember this shit, guys? Wasn't it cool and funny? Yeah, back then it was. I don't want to spend money watching this again in the current time with better technology. I hate it. It's a stupid fad we go back to because nostalgia, it's money, it's dumb. Hate it, TJ. So yeah, I would love to see a colorful Superman again with a black Batman, not like a darker Batman, not a black Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I meant. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the dark shitty Batman they've been giving us for the last 2 decades either. I would rather see him a little more lightened up.
Lighten up as in the show, right? Like Justice League, I guess.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking.
He doesn't have to be Adam West. He needs to be Kevin Conroy.
Yes. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, I want that. I don't want Christian Bale Batman.
Give me the Batman that's in comics currently, you know?
Yeah.
Don't give me the stupid Dark Knight bullshit they've been giving me for the last 2 decades.
Yeah, I'll agree. See, we can agree on some stuff. I agree with that. I agree with everything you just said right there.
It's because I'm right.
Because you're right sometimes.
Always.
Okay, let's end this dumb.
What, you don't want to talk to these idiots no more?
I never do, TJ.